6 miles beneath the waves, a place exists where sunlight has never touched anything. Kilometers under solid rock, human beings have drilled deeper than Mount Everest is tall. And in the open ocean, one man let his own body sink past the point of no return on a single breath. These are the deepest places human beings have ever reached, and each one revealed a different way the Earth can refuse us. Case 1. Challenger Deep, Mariana Trench, Pacific Ocean. Two men, Jacques Piccard and Navy Lieutenant Don Walsh, sealed themselves inside a steel sphere the size of a phone booth and began to fall. Nearly 11 kilometers down, in the deepest scar on the surface of our planet, the outside pressure climbs to roughly 16,000 pounds on every single square inch of the hull. Their bathyscaphe, the Trieste, groaned and cracked as it descended, and at one point, a window pane split under the strain. They kept going anyway. 59 years later, in 2019, explorer Victor Vescovo dove solo into the same trench and reached a depth of nearly 10,900 meters, the deepest any human being has ever traveled beneath the ocean surface. What he found down there was not purity. It was man-made debris, objects that looked like plastic, scattered across the one place on Earth that should have been beyond our reach. Case 2, 1989, Kola Peninsula, northwestern Russian. For nearly 2 decades, Soviet scientists drilled straight down into the Earth's crust, chasing a single question: how deep could they go before the planet itself stopped them? By 1989, their borehole, barely as wide as a dinner plate, reached 12,262 meters, deeper than the Challenger Deep and nearly 1.5 times the height of Mount Everest. They expected a layer of basalt at 7 kilometers down. It never appeared. Instead, they found microscopic fossils sealed inside rock for nearly 2 billion years and liquid water moving through stone that theory said should have been completely dry. The planet fought back with heat. At full depth, the rock reached 180 degrees Celsius, nearly twice as hot as engineers had predicted, and it began behaving less like solid stone and more like slow-moving plastic. Drilling stopped in 1992. The site was abandoned and the hole was sealed shut. To this day, it remains the deepest hole humanity has ever carved into its own planet. Case 3, present day, Mponeng Gold Mine, Carltonville, South Africa. Nearly 4 kilometers below the surface, thousands of miners ride an elevator for over an hour just to reach their workplace. This is Mponeng, the deepest active mine on Earth, and at that depth, the rock itself becomes an enemy. Natural heat can rise past 50 degrees Celsius, hot enough to be lethal within minutes without industrial systems pumping ice-cold slurry through kilometers of pipe. The deeper the tunnels go, the more the mountain seems to resist. Compressed rock can rupture without warning, releasing energy on the scale of a small earthquake, something miners simply call a seismic event. And yet, every single day, human beings walk willingly into this furnace, chasing gold that has been buried for nearly 3 billion years inside one of the most hostile environments our species has ever chosen to work in. This is not exploration. It is a daily negotiation with a planet trying to close itself again. Case 4, August 2018, Veryovkina Cave, Arabica Massif, Abkhazia. Somewhere in the western Caucasus Mountains lies an opening barely wide enough for 2 adults to pass through side by side. Descend through it and you enter Veryovkina, one of the deepest cave systems ever explored on Earth. A place so deep that for years it was considered the deepest known cave on the entire planet, plunging more than 2,200 meters into total darkness. Reaching the bottom takes cavers 4 full days of climbing down frozen shafts and squeezing through flooded tunnels barely wider than their own bodies in complete blackness at temperatures near freezing. In 2018, an expedition discovered the true danger of this place when a flash flood surged through the cave with almost no warning, nearly drowning everyone inside. 2 years later, a solo caver became trapped over a kilometer down and did not survive. At its terminus lies a still turquoise lake, sealed off from sunlight for millions of years, the true bottom of one of the deepest cave systems human beings have ever entered.
You found the signal. Subscribe to Lost Signal. Leave your theory in the comments.
Case 5, June 6, 2012, Santorini, Greece. Herbert Nietzsche, already known as the deepest man on earth, strapped himself to a weighted sled and took a single breath. No tank, no mixed gas, just his own lungs, compressed by pressure until they shrank to less than half a liter, smaller than a can of soda. In under 2 minutes, he reached 253 meters below the surface, roughly the height of a 60-story building, setting the deepest, no-limit free dive ever recorded. Then the ocean took back control. During the ascent, nitrogen narcosis overtook him before the dive was truly over. He blacked out completely, unconscious, rising through open water with no one controlling his ascent. Safety divers reached him just meters from the surface. He survived, but the missed decompression stop triggered severe decompression sickness and multiple strokes, and doctors warned he might never walk again. In the most extreme way possible, he had found exactly where the human body's limit truly is. 5 different places, 5 different ways the human body and human machines have been pushed past what should be survivable. From an ocean trench deeper than Everest is tall, to a hole drilled straight into the planet's memory, to a single breath that nearly cost a man his life. Every one of these places points to the same uncomfortable truth. The deepest frontier left on this planet is not out in space. It is already beneath our feet, and we are only just beginning to understand what is still waiting for us down there.